Over 80% of motorcycle riders in the US enjoy their rides each year without a single accident. That's right, despite what you've heard, most riders cruise safely and confidently. But here's the twist. A big reason some bikers get into trouble has nothing to do with the road and everything to do with what they believe. From the loud pipe save lives myth to outdated advice like lay the bike down, false information is still everywhere, and it could be putting you at risk. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned rider, these myths might be affecting how you ride and not in a good way. So today, we're busting 9 of the most persistent motorcycle myths that you need to stop believing right now. Some might shock you. Let's dive in. Myth number 1. Loud pipes save lives. Many riders insist that loud pipes save lives, believing a noisy exhaust makes them more noticeable to car drivers. However, research does not support this claim. Studies found that from inside a car, a motorcycle's exhaust noise isn't heard until the bike is dangerously close. Vehicles ahead generally won't hear a loud pipe until it's nearly alongside, so it provides little real safety benefit. Relying on noise can also create a false sense of security. Instead of counting on exhaust volume to protect them, riders should focus on proven safety measures, such as wearing high visibility gear and practicing defensive riding. In short, there is no substitute for staying alert and making oneself visible. A loud motorcycle alone isn't enough to prevent accidents. Number 2. Helmets limit vision or cause injuries. A persistent myth is that wearing a helmet is actually dangerous because it restricts your field of vision or could even cause a neck injury in a crash. In reality, certified helmets are engineered to avoid these issues. US DOT standards require helmets to provide 210 degrees of vision, which means a full-face helmet still allows essentially normal peripheral sight. Helmets also reduce wind noise, often improving riders' ability to hear important sounds. As for the neck injury myth, studies show riders who wear helmets are actually less likely to sustain serious neck injuries than those who ride without them. The helmet's cushioning and energy dispersion help protect both your head and your spine. Simply put, a quality helmet dramatically improves safety and doesn't impede your awareness on the road. Number 3. Lay the bike down to avoid a crash. Some old-school advice claims that if a crash seems imminent, the safest move is to deliberately lay the bike down. The idea is that sliding on the ground might be better than colliding upright. Modern riding experts agree this is a dangerous myth. If you intentionally drop your motorcycle, you immediately lose all braking and steering control. You and the bike will then slide unpredictably, often doing more harm. In fact, dumping the bike can send you into other hazards and greatly increases the risk of being run over or pinned underneath a vehicle. Today's motorcycles have powerful brakes and nimble handling that give you far better odds by staying upright and attempting emergency braking or swerving. Riders should practice those maneuvers, not deliberately crash themselves. Number 4. Protective gear isn't necessary for short rides. When the weather is hot, or you're just riding a few miles, it's tempting to forgo the armored jacket, gloves, boots, and other gear. Some riders believe full gear is overkill if they're just being cautious or only going a short distance. In truth, pavement doesn't care how far you intend to ride. Even at low speeds, a crash without proper protective gear can result in severe road rash or worse. The only protection you have is what you put on. Modern motorcycle apparel is designed with breathable materials, so heat is no excuse. A good jacket, pants, boots, and gloves provide critical abrasion and impact protection in any crash. Gear also helps you stay comfortable and focused by reducing fatigue from wind and weather. Skipping gear just this once is a gamble that can turn a minor spill into a major injury. Number 5. Car drivers don't care about motorcyclists. Many motorcyclists feel that car drivers are careless or even hostile toward them, assuming cagers are usually at fault in car-bike encounters. While distracted driving is a real concern, it's unfair and unwise to assume that drivers universally don't care. In fact, statistics show a large share of motorcycle crashes are caused by rider error, not other drivers. Federal data indicate about 40% of motorcycle crashes involve only the motorcyclist, and another 35% involve the motorcycle hitting a vehicle in front. Roughly 75% of accidents attributable to the rider. Most drivers do try to look out for motorcycles, though a bike's small size can make it hard for motorists to spot or accurately judge their speed. Instead of blaming all drivers, riders can improve their odds by staying visible and by riding defensively to compensate for others' mistakes. Number 6. Lane splitting is illegal and inherently unsafe. Lane splitting, riding between lanes of slow or stopped traffic, is often assumed to be both illegal everywhere and extremely dangerous. In reality, California explicitly allows lane splitting, and studies show that when done prudently, it is no more dangerous than standard riding. In fact, lane-splitting riders are significantly less likely to be struck from behind by other vehicles. A UC Berkeley study found lane splitting is relatively safe at highway speeds, around 50 miles per hour or below, as long as the motorcycle is not more than 15 miles per hour faster than surrounding traffic. In crashes, lane-splitting riders were considerably less likely to suffer head injuries or fatalities compared to riders who were not lane-splitting. Of course, it must be done at reasonable speeds and is only legal in certain jurisdictions. Riders should always know and follow their state's rules.
Number 7. Avoid using the front brake. Some beginners are taught to rely only on the rear brake, fearing that the front brake will flip the bike. This front brake myth is not only wrong, it can be dangerous. In truth, the front brake provides the majority of a motorcycle's stopping power, often around 70%. Modern bikes are engineered so that the front suspension and tire grip can handle hard braking without the bike flipping under normal conditions. While grabbing any brake abruptly at high speed can cause trouble, and in extreme cases on a racetrack the rear wheel might lift. Using too little front brake is a far more common mistake. The best practice is to smoothly apply both brakes, with emphasis on the front. Riders who neglect their front brake dramatically lengthen their stopping distances and may be unable to avoid crashes that proper braking could have prevented.
Number 8. ABS brakes aren't really needed. Anti-lock braking systems have become common on modern motorcycles, yet some riders claim they don't need ABS or that it's only for novices. The facts say otherwise. ABS is a proven lifesaver on two wheels. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, motorcycles equipped with ABS are 37% less likely to be involved in a fatal crash than those without it. In emergency stops, even skilled riders can panic and lock up a wheel, causing an uncontrollable skid. ABS prevents that by automatically modulating the brakes, and it consistently shortens stopping distances on typical road surfaces. No matter how experienced you are, an ABS system can brake more effectively than human reflexes in critical moments. It's one of the most beneficial safety technologies for motorcycles, not an unnecessary gadget. Number 9. Premium fuel makes your bike perform better. Many people assume putting premium, high-octane gasoline in a motorcycle will yield more power or help the engine run cleaner, even if the bike is designed for regular gas. This is a misconception. Octane rating is not a measure of fuel's power. It indicates resistance to pre-detonation. If your motorcycle is built to run on 87 octane regular, using 91 plus octane premium won't boost horsepower, improve mileage, or clean the engine. Experts note that higher octane fuel provides no performance benefit in an engine that doesn't require it. It won't harm your bike, but it's essentially money wasted. The engine will perform optimally on the grade specified by the manufacturer. In short, follow your owner's manual. Running premium gas in a bike designed for regular fuel is just an expensive myth.